All right, so look, I got 3 articles on my desk. They're all about Trump allegedly having dementia. They say here, now this is by the unilad.co UK. Okay, this is a UK website. They say President Trump has sparked a new round of health concerns from hundreds of internet detectives after having a drink of water. After having a drink of water. Look, man, I don't know what that means, but they say, hey, the 45th president was busy unveiling his new national security strategy in Washington, D.C., when he was spotted drinking water with 2 hands like a small child. Once again, here goes the picture of him like a small child drinking the water. This is what sparked the controversy. They worry that this could be a sign of dementia or another degenerative disease affecting motor control. The awkward swig came just days after Trump slurred his words during a speech in Israel, announcing changes to American-Israeli policy. And that's what they got. That's what they say. They say that's the deal. White House spokesperson Raj Shah explained there was nothing to President Trump's garbled "God bless the United States" and added, his throat was dry. His throat was dry. He couldn't talk because his throat was dry. All right? Look, man, I'm just letting you know this is what's being said. This is what's been talked about. Look, look, if he has dementia, right, and if they have a way of finding that out, fine, right? If got a way of finding that out, that's fine. I'm not convinced because he drank water, but let's see what the next article is. This one's by Newsweek, okay? Now, this Newsweek article is entitled, Donald Trump's Dementia is so bad, he's now giving people the same silly nicknames. Michael Moore says. Michael Moore. Well, hell, Michael Moore said it. Why didn't you say that to begin with? Of course it's true. Michael Moore is such a, diehard Bernie supporter. That's what he was till he was a Hillary supporter. And now he's a Hillary supporter. I don't know what he's doing. Michael Moore. But let's see what Michael Moore says. Documentary filmmaker Michael Moore responded Friday to Trump pointing out that the president had already used the adjective sloppy in his nickname for Moore. Oh, God, man. Dude, Michael Moore, because he called you sloppy and called Steve Bannon sloppy doesn't mean he has dementia. Maybe, just maybe, he thinks you're both sloppy. You are somewhat disheveled, sir. Just a little bit. Come on, guys. Come on, man. I'm not trying to carry water, man.
I ain't falling for no banana in my
I'm just saying, man, if that's all you got, is that it? Is that someone called you the same derogatory name? That means something? Come on. Documentary filmmaker Michael Moore responded Friday to Trump pointing out that the president had already used the adjective sloppy in his nickname for Moore. Wait, Donald Trump. On October 28th, you gave me the nickname. And he put the word me in capital letters. You gave me the nickname Sloppy Michael Moore in one of your crazed tweets. Using the same nickname for 2 people? Another sign of dementia. Unfit to serve. Moore said.
It is Hitman.
Oh, man. I'm sure Michael Moore has more to his case besides somebody called him a bad name. He used the same name to refer to another overweight person. Come on, man. All right. Moore's accusation that Trump has dementia and is unfit to serve is not uncommon. Just this past week, headlines included, is there something neurologically wrong with Donald Trump? The president is mentally unwell and everyone around him knows it. And Trump's New York Times interview is a portrait of a man in cognitive decline. Oh, God, they did it. Look, if it's true, I don't know. I want evidence of it being true. The way he comes up with these names, Lion Ted, Rocket Man, Little Rocket Man, Little Marco, Sloppy Steve, Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd, Crying Chuck Schumer, Low Energy Jeb, Failing New York Times, Psycho Joe, Little Bob Corker, and Pocahontas? There's got to be more. Come on, man. Those are pretty crisp. Those are pretty crisp disses. Come on, guys. Those are crisp disses. They came from a fresh mind. Look, I don't know how good he is at running the country, but running his mouth and roasting, oh, he's good at that. And those names stick. Those names stick. Okay, so let's see. That's all they got, man. Like this is a clickbait article. This is clickbait. So Michael Moore sends a tweet just trying to give Trump some shit about calling somebody sloppy, and they make an article out of it. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Guys. Joe Scarborough. The Washington Post won't let me say Trump has early signs of dementia in my column. Okay? So this was posted. This is by hotair.com. Morning Joe host Joe Scarborough interviewed Michael Wolff, the author of Fire and Fury, today, and this led to lots of discussion about Donald Trump's mental fitness. At one point in the discussion, Scarborough said that people close to Trump have been telling him for a year that he's not mentally fit to be president. Scarborough then went on to say that he has twice tried to include references to dementia in his columns to the Washington Post, but both times the editors told him to remove those references. So twice Joe Scarborough has tried to label Donald Trump as suffering from dementia, and each time Washington Post told him to pull it out of his article if he wanted to publish it. Oh, it's interesting, man. Like if that's true, that's a big thing, right?
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
Joe Scarborough. It's not that it's not that the Washington Post is protecting Donald Trump. I believe that since you're too much of a coward to include the names of the people who said it, like you can't just say somebody has dementia. You say, well, these people told me he's slipping cognitively, he's slipping mentally. Okay, who are those people? We're talking about the country. Man, if you really believed, if those people who told you that really believed that Donald Trump is a threat because he's slipping mentally, they have an obligation to bring that information to bear. They need to go on the record. They need to stand on it like citizens, not tell you in a private message and say, but keep my name out of it. But keep my name out of it. You know, that's not good enough. Okay, he says, during the same interview, Michael Wolff claimed that 100% of Trump's White House staff are concerned about his mental state. Michael Wolff said 100% of Donald Trump's staff believes he has a mental condition. Everybody in this White House, and I keep saying this, 100% because it is 100% of the people closest to the president, to Donald Trump, believe that there is something wrong here. Wolff claimed. He added, something fundamentally wrong, something that scares them. Once again, if there's like any evidence at all that Donald Trump is mentally unfit, they have a fucking obligation. They have a duty to go on the record. Damn your career, damn your place in the office, all of that. You mean to tell me we have such... Yeah, I guess that's what we're telling you, Tim Black. We have such greedy bastards that they could think that the president is unfit for office due to a problem, a condition beyond his control, even maybe beyond his comprehension, beyond his own awareness, that you would not make that public because you want to keep your damn job. Is that what you're telling me? And I'm supposed to respect you? I'm supposed to listen to that, Michael Wolff? You look, but Michael Wolff, I'm sorry, bruh. If you have information that can be validated, right? Measurable information from confirmed sources that say that Donald Trump does have an issue, then you are under obligation to make that public. I don't think there is any evidence here. He just wrote it in a book. Look at me. I'm drinking water. Hold on a second. I used two hands. Over at the Federalist, Molly Hemingway recounts the recent history of left-wing media outlets speculating about the president's mental health and possible need to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove him from office. She compares what is happening now to the plot of Fox 24 TV show, saying it is comparable to the discussion of a coup. Trump is unlike any previous president of the United States. Voters knew this when they chose him over Hillary Clinton. And there is nothing about Trump now that suggests his mental state is any different or worse or dangerous than when voters elected him or when they first encountered him on gossip pages and in reality TV decades ago. To suggest otherwise is to undermine the democratic election of presidents. And to do so would be far more damaging to the country than anything Trump actually done. Wow. It's a coup. This kind of partisan version of mutually assured destruction taking place in the U.S. right now between the left and the Trump administration. For the moment, it's only talk, but you do begin to worry that one side or the other is going to get partisan so worked up that a genuinely damaging confrontation becomes inevitable. I don't know. I remember back when Hillary Clinton was running, I remember her falling, passing out, can't stand, having to be carried into a van. I remember her shoe flying off. I remember me, H.A. Goodman, going, what the hell is wrong with Hillary? I remember the coughing spells. Remember that? We talked about that. Like, what's going on with Hillary? I remember the bogus story about, Hillary's nothing wrong with Hillary. She just had the flu. But 2 hours later, after passing out, she's outside hugging a little kid and looking about 20 pounds lighter. I remember this. They said we was kooky and we were conspiracy theorists because we had no way of knowing what was going on with Hillary, if there was anything at all. All we had was her on TV, couldn't complete a sentence, and falling. Now, that was something caused her to fall. Something removed her from the campaign trail for an amount of time. And I know what the government, I know what the state said it was. Pneumonia, she worked too hard. She's the hardest working. She like the James Brown of politics. She the Tom Joyner of politics. Hardest working person in politics ever. I know, I get it. Thing is this. When we saw what we saw and we drew conclusions based on it, we were called unpatriotic. We were called conspiracy theorists who needed to be shunned. We were smeared for it. Now, when it's Donald Trump, just because you don't like Donald Trump, just because he's not in the establishment, just because he is an outsider, it's okay to speculate. I don't see anybody calling Michael Moore unpatriotic smear artist. I don't hear anybody calling him conspiracy theorist because he, and his reason's dumb. He's saying because somebody called him the same derogatory name as they call someone else, that means they have dementia. Maybe you both fit the same title. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy of the whole thing. I'm serious, guys. Like, you and I don't know who's watching right now, but I got to tell you, I don't want somebody who's mentally unstable leading the country or in that position in the country. I don't want that person having the nuclear codes if a person actually is that way. So don't get me wrong at all. My thing is they haven't proved anything. They proved nothing. Nothing. And they get to say it. Now, Joe Scarborough did say he wanted to write it twice in the Washington Post, but they would not allow him to. And the reason why they wouldn't allow him to, because it's hearsay, and then he won't give the names of the people that told him that Trump is so dangerous and so unhinged. My thing is this, as this article pointed out, I believe that Donald Trump is the same Donald Trump he was when he was elected. I don't see much difference. I don't see much difference between that Donald Trump and the Trump we see right now. And to act as if he just suddenly started smacking the media, then where you been? He's been smacking the media since he started running. To act like he was short with people, or that he was making comments he probably shouldn't have made, giving people names. This is not a new thing. Not a new thing at all. I just think it's a lousy way to go. Look, if you got evidence, you got proof, bring it. That's not enough, man. It's weird. Weird doesn't mean demented, though. Weird doesn't mean suffering from dementia.